Hey everybody, welcome to week 2. I apologize for not having this review out as of yesterday. However, I was out of the office, so I'm a little bit behind. So let's go through what is due for week 2 and some of the things that you need to look out for while completing these assignments. So your reading assignment for this week the 3 chapters are Chapter 9, Body Mechanics, Chapter 10, which deals with infection control, which is very pertinent to what's going on in the world today. And then Chapter 11 on environmental safety. Your week 2 discussion. Your first response. Response 1 asks you to look at Chapter 10, where it discusses infection control. Like I said, it's very important and very pertinent to what's going on with the coronavirus. So, in your own words, what is the importance of infection control in the healthcare arena? So based on your reading and what you know about infection control, tell me why it is important. And then list at least one way that you can help break each element of the chain of infection. So this is where people tend to mess up. So let me bring in a chain of infection. Okay, so in this slide, you can see that each link within the chain of infection is identified, and then out to the side of each link are several ways of breaking that link. And as we've heard, washing your hands is very, very important. And yes, it is one of the most important ways to reduce the amount of pathogens on our hands and to protect us from spreading infection. However, it is not the only way. So as you're going through these different links, please try to point out other ways of breaking those links. But make sure that you're identifying each link within the chain: infectious agent, reservoir host, portal of exit, route of transmission, portal of entry, and then susceptible host. And then with each link, tell me at least one way that's identified out to the side of breaking that link. Okay, enough said for that. And then your second response for the week 4 discussion is review the most common types of healthcare hazards on page 269, table 11-1. What does environmental safety mean? It is discussed in the very first chapter of chapter 11, and then it asks you, in all honesty, how do you think you might react to workplace violence, such as being cursed at or spoken to in a loud, demeaning manner? Do you feel your reaction to workplace violence is appropriate and professional? Any suggestions on how to properly respond to workplace violence? So this is where your reading comes into play. You're going to tell me how you think you would actually react to workplace violence, and then when it asks you about any suggestions on how to properly respond if you're not already doing so, this is where your reading comes in. So make sure you're looking at that. Your assignment this week for week 2 is a preparatory assignment to get you ready for the week 3 assignment. So you have an OSHA assignment in week 3 that you have to score 70% or higher on to pass the course. So for this week, it's set up like a quiz, so you take it as many times as you like until you receive the score that you're happy with, and that will get you ready for the next week's assignment. You also have a week 2 quiz that covers chapters 9, 10, and 11, which is the reading material for the week. This test is 20 questions, and you have 2 hours to complete it. And then you also have your written assignment for week 1. So by now, you should have submitted your rough draft to the OWL for review. Once you have successfully submitted that, you'll receive an email of confirmation saying that it's been submitted. And then from there, the OWL will review your work and then once they've completed their review, they'll send you another email with your submission form and your rough draft with recommended changes back to you. When you receive that email, please forward that email to me. Not reply, but forward the email to me so I have the attachments attached as well. And I'll have those for grading because that's part of the grading rubric. And then review the recommended changes that the OWL made and put them into your final draft. Your final draft is due by Sunday at 11:59, and to make sure that it's in Word document. That's one of the requirements. So when you click on this, it's going to take you to the next screen, and you'll go down to wherever you saved your paper. If you saved it on the cloud, then you can go into Browse Cloud Storage, but remember where you saved it. If you saved it on your computer, then you hit Browse My Computer, and just again, make sure you know where you stored it. But it needs to be in Word for you to be able to upload it. I don't want to see PDF, I need Word. Okay. And I say it like that because every term I say that and I still get PDF or somebody writes it in the course. And for those of you who say that you don't have or you can't access Word on your device, every student has access to Word through Microsoft 365. And I will put a video up in the announcements again to show you how to access that Word document if you need to. Okay. All right, and then after that, there's some videos on OSHA just to help you better understand what OSHA is. All right, we'll have our lecture this evening at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there if you can make it. If not, please make sure you review the recorded version of the session. And everybody stay healthy. Have a good day.